Welcome back to Hoxton Radio. It's your girl Moresha here, and I've got a special guest in the building. We've got Tamara Dos Santos here with me, and she's an amazing R&B singer, up and coming, but incredibly talented, and I can't wait to introduce you to her and to her music.
Hello, everyone. I thought he was going to turn up the volume again and do the whole...
She's up. She can hear you.
Oh my gosh, lovely introduction. Thank you very much.
So we're going to introduce you to some of Tamara's music with HWGA.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands.
So who do you think would have to release an album to break the internet tomorrow?
Can I have two people?
Okay.
I was going to say Beyonce, but then again, I feel like we're all very used to her now just breaking the internet.
It's true.
So low-key Drake, because I'm also a Drake fan, and I feel like if he was to just drop an album tomorrow, I'd be like, oh my gosh, let me go listen to Drake.
Fair.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So, yeah, those are my two.
Okay. Yeah, Beyonce, I'm with you on both. Even though I'm a Drake fan too, but he sort of lost me over the last couple of years because he releases too much.
Okay, yeah. We're no longer actually, it's not like a gift anymore. It's kind of like, give it to me now.
It's a constant. Yeah. Honestly, I don't think I've listened to his last two albums.
You didn't listen to Sexy Songs for You? Because that one's good.
I know they're good. It's not about them being good. It just was too much too soon.
Hear it. Okay.
And I was like, the other one, to me, it felt like the other one just got released like a month ago. And you're Angolan Portuguese heritage, right?
Yeah.
How does that influence your music and your music making?
Being Angolan is a beautiful, beautiful thing. First of all, everything is romantic when you speak in Portuguese. Like Kizomba, for example, is a genre, music genre from Angola, and I hear it as an R&B version of what we are used to in the Americanized way. So how it influences me, I guess, is just the message that I'm conveying, staying true. You know, in Angola, like even Kizomba is way more than just speaking about love. It's speaking about like political issues, just, you know, funniest things like my neighbor tried to steal my dog's food, and but they do it in such a funny, charismatic, poetic way, which is what I try to instill in my music. Again, trying to be like honest to myself, how it is that I really feel. And I guess also in my music, I'm very lucky that whenever I run out of rhyming words in English, I'm like, oh yeah, there's a whole language that I could just quickly grab off of. So yeah, it's really cool in that way.
And Do It is the song that you released earlier this year.
Yeah.
What was the process of making that song? What frame of mind were you in when you made it?
Do It, I actually wrote, funny enough, this time last year. Hence October is mentioned. Yeah. It was kind of like just a thing of, you know, I see you, I'm trying to like paint this picture on a situationship that I was in at the time, which was like, you know, you see me, you want to chat to me, but you're running the same type of game that every guy does, right? You're saying like, yeah, like I'm different from other guys and I do all of this. Okay, cool, then do it. Like if you're really about it, then, you know, put your money where your mouth is, sort of thing.
Yeah, we've all been there. We've all been there. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's frustrating. A lot of like, people can chat a lot.
Yeah, but you know, I think it's the beautiful journey that I've been in since creating music and just learning about myself is that actions always speak louder than words at the end of the day. 100%. You know, and I think this is what Do It is. It's kind of, I'm calling the bluff in a way. I'm saying, if you really like me, if you really love me on it, do it then, because otherwise, like, don't even bother, sort of thing. And that's kind of like how I approach life in general.
Of course, and that's a good way to approach life because it means you know your worth.
100.
And you want to stand on business and you say, I know who I am. So I'm only going to let people into my life who are worth keeping here.
That
really
part.
And truly. Really and truly. Up next, we have Emotional.
Listen, I'm trying to see you today, so are you going to pull up or not?
The Chase by Tamara Dos Santos, and she's in the studio with me, and she's a great independent artist.
Yes,
How is it being an independent artist?
Girl, it's the ghetto.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's a cute ghetto, but it is a ghetto nevertheless, and I'm not gonna, you know, try and act like it's roses and whatever. It's very much thorns because you just never know when the next thing is gonna come, and sometimes you can feel like, damn, like I'm trying so hard and I've been making music for, you know, however long, and I'm still not getting the recognition or whatever. But I think it is one of those glamorized ghettos that it's like, you know, it's nasty, but it's cute. You know, we're going to appreciate it for what it is, because I still have a lot of freedom. I can still, you know, juggle a lot of my personal life and, you know, do my music, and it doesn't feel like a burden to me. I like that I get to reinvent myself every so often in terms of like what sort of specific R&B sound I want to do, whether I want to do more neo soul or whether I want to do a bit more upbeat, or, you know. So I think it's got its quirks at the end of the day, but I am very fortunate that, you know, I still get to make music and I still have the liberty to do so. I have this amazing gift inside of me that I always want to just put out there. So yeah, it's a roller coaster of emotion.
I could imagine. So is your goal to be signed someday, or is that something you strive for?
I think to be signed I would love to experience it. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a goal, but from my limited understanding, it comes with its pros in that there's a lot of support. And I think, you know, myself and my team, I have an amazing team of people that work with me. I think it would just elevate us a lot more if we also did have that backup of, you know, knowledgeable people that are pouring into me and TDS and the team that we are and the sound that we're creating. I wouldn't say it's a goal, but I definitely would want to experience that to kind of like, you know, mature me as an artist in the future.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
I guess the bigger goal for me is just to feel really content in my career and to be like, you know, the day that I rest my head, I'm like, you know, I really did give that a good go. Did give that a good go and feel really proud of myself. I would love to win an award at least. I've never won an award or like recognition, like, you know, or I've never been the girl thus far that has like been first picked for something or whatever. So I would love to know what it's like to be appreciated by my peers in this industry, because I feel like I've got a lot to give, you know. Why not?
Yeah, and you're incredibly talented, like I told you when you came in. Incredibly talented, such good music. But you said your goal is to be content.
Yeah.
Besides being appreciated and accepted and acknowledged by your peers, what else would that look like?
To just have, I don't know, like a sound. Like I feel like, you know, with my music, although, you know, I make R&B, that is what it is that I do, and I love that a lot. I think there's such different, you know, varieties of R&B and what that sounds, and I just want to know that I have honed in my sound. And I think I'm growing into it. I'm learning, but I'm still at a place where I'm like, I wonder if I would sound good at that. Like, recently I heard Sade and the Neptunes. She's got a song with them, and I thought, oh, I kind of want to experiment with that. Do you know what I mean? And I think everyone probably does it. Everyone kind of experiments here and there, but I think I just want to feel content of like, yeah, that was a really good body of work, and this is TDS. This is that thing that you hear, and kind of like when you hear Odile, right? You kind of know that's Odile, or K1 now, you know, like, oh yeah, that's K1. I kind of want to get that thing of like, oh yeah, that's TDS, that's Tamara Dos Santos. Like,
yeah, you want your own sound, you want something that's specifically you.
Yeah.
But do you think that could also limit you? Because then people expect this one sound of you, and then if you do something else, they're like, this is not what I expected. This is not what I wanted.
It's true. I don't know. Even when I'm saying sound, I don't know if I necessarily mean sound or perhaps like a body of work that I'm like, yeah, that was good. Not to say that I haven't experienced that, but the fact that I'm still chasing for more just tells me like I'm like 90% content, but I want to experience the full 110 sort of thing. So let me carry on. But then again, that's what kind of fuels me to not give up and carry on, because I still I'm not done, nowhere near done. So I want to carry on finding out what it is I can do.
Yeah, and I think as a creative, you're probably never done.
Nah,
like as
really.
an artist, you always have something to say. You always want to try new things, because isn't that what art is about? Testing, trying, experimenting, seeing what works, what feels right.
Yeah.
And it's a lot about feelings, right? So you try something, you might find a new sound, you try it, you're like, actually, this doesn't sit right in my soul. That's how I assume it is. I'm not an artist like you are. But do you ever have like your producer bring you a beat and you're like, nah, that's not a bit of me?
Yeah, it's kind of funny because so how we create the beat is like it's based off of what it is that I'm feeling. So I'll come up with like, she'll ask me like, what have you been listening to? And Sunset, by the way, Sunset Driver is my producer. Amazing individual. Love working with her. I've been working with her for 3 years. Shout out to Sunset Driver. I normally bring her a tune or an album or something or a feeling, and then we kind of go off of there. And she's so good to the point I've never been in a position where she brings a beat or a beat is created that I'm like, nah. It's always that, oh my God, it's like you read my mind. This is exactly what I am feeling. So thus far I've been quite fortunate that I haven't been in that position. But you're right in the sense of everything is experimenting, because even when that beat is done, the first set of lyrics that I may have laid down may not be necessarily what I wanted. And then I'm like, ew, cringe. Let's pin that for a few months, come back. And then I'm like, actually, I've written something completely different melody, and I love it now. Okay. So, yeah, it's all about experimenting, kind of seeing what fits and what doesn't.
So parking things for a couple months is normal?
Definitely. The single actually, so I've got a single coming out very soon in November.
Nice.
And that was actually the first single that I wrote this year. That single has been finished for, I don't know, the last 4 or 5 months. But I just thought there's a storyline that I want to convey this year without actually releasing a project, a body of work. There's still a storyline that I want people to follow, such as, you know, I started off the year releasing Emotional, which means like I have a longing of someone and I really want to kind of make it physical, which then led to Do It of like, okay, sir, I like you. You're apparently like me, prove it, which then led to Faded, where it's like, actually, goodbye, don't track my name. And now I've got the next single called I'm So Over You.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that kind of like, so I'm kind of giving a storyline, but that one was actually the one that set off everything else. So yeah, I think it is. I think sometimes, just parking it kind of makes you see the bigger picture of what it is that you really want to say, and allows you to either go forwards or go backwards in your message.
That's a good point, because to me, I'm always like, why do artists sit on music like this? Because I've heard a lot of artists say this. I'm like, but just put it out there. Unless you're working on a like project that you want to release everything at once, then I get it. But people who are releasing singles, I'm like, why are you waiting? We're waiting on the song. Release it. But it makes sense if you explain it like that.
Yeah.
Waiting for or seeing the bigger picture and waiting for that.
Yeah. Because I didn't want it to be a thing of like, I'm just releasing this song that is just, I mean, it says in the title, I'm so over you. And it's like, okay, Tamara, why are you so over it? Like,
and who are you over?
Who are you over? Take us through the journey.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
I want to
good.
go there
I
with
like
you.
that.
So I thought actually it would be really fun, again, without the pressure of releasing a project, an EP. Let's like introduce this storyline, but also even in the storyline itself, it's kind of like it's me growing each time to have the courage to now lead to I'm So Over You, because you know sometimes I'm someone, you know, certainly that struggles sometimes to be very upfront in a relationship when whether I like something or I don't like it, sometimes I really hold back, and next thing you know I'm explosive. So I was like, actually this is metaphorically speaking into my personal life, where rather than being explosive, let me walk through the journey, and now here's why I'm so over it, because
navigating it.
A, B, C, D. Yeah.
I like that. So we're going to play Faded now, so the step before getting over someone.
Yeah.
Faded, and this is your newest release.
Yeah.
Great track, first and foremost. What frame of mind were you in when you made this song? We sort of just dabbled in it already, but tell me about this song specifically.
So with Faded, it was actually a story of something that happened to me earlier this year. So as always, there's a love interest. Didn't go the way as planned, and now he actually ghosted me. And I thought, wow, how dare you think that you could do such a thing? Okay. But as we all know, they always come back. And he kept trying to like get my attention on socials or whatever. And then lo and behold, I see him at a party. And I'm thinking to myself, obviously I'm not going to say hi to someone that's ghosted me, because
it's a bit awkward.
Also, I don't even know if you're just going to like air me in person.
Yeah, ghost you in real life.
Right?
That's crazy.
Right?
That's
so
crazy.
And it was literally like, as I'm coming into the club, like he's the first person I see. Like, you cannot make that up, actually. And then I just went into like, oh yeah?
So, you guys didn't see the face, but the face made it.
Okay. Like my eyebrow was like, okay, sure. So I literally just walked right past him, and I just felt so empowered in myself, because I wouldn't normally have the courage to do it. But again, in self-development, giving myself grace, I'm like, actually, no, I'm going to now just completely air you. So I was actually with my friend whose name is Tanya. We were very much getting faded, having a good time. And the whole night, he was pressed the whole night. Yeah, because in his own words, later I came to find out, he felt that I was acting quite bougie with him. And I thought, bougie?
Before the ghosting.
No. At the club, I was.
But you don't know him anymore. You don't owe him anything.
Nothing. Yeah, and this is the problem, isn't it? People become quite.
How are you going to ghost me and then you feel entitled for me to be friendly?
Like,
that
what the
doesn't
heck?
make sense.
What the word?
And then you wrote a song about it.
And then, because literally, like, because then I also thought about Destiny's Child saying my name, and I thought, no, don't ever say my name. Actually, please. I know it's so juicy rolling out of your mouth, but you know,
it's a good name.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
It's a good name, by the way.
Me and my sister are also very much into silent revenges. I'm not a petty person. Like, I can't engage in pettiness in any way, shape, or form. Because it's just like pettiness, it means I'm now just like hindering my own self-peace sort of thing. So what I do, I just write songs sort of thing. And I know that he stalked me at some point, and then this would have been the song that he heard, where I'm just like making a cute little bop.
But we got a great song out of it, so I'm not complaining.
I'm not complaining. You know what? All for the content at the end of the day.
Exactly.
I have
all
been
for
dragged through the mud beforehand, never again. But
no.
it's all for the music at the end of the day. I never can stay mad. I'm always hopeful because I'm like, you know what? At least I got a banger out of that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you need those, not necessarily those kind of experiences, but you need experiences to write music? Because if your life was perfect, every day looked the same, it'd be hard to find inspiration, right?
Definitely. Unfortunately, I mean, I wouldn't say unfortunately, because again, it's the thing that I was telling you, like the thought of like, through my heartbreak, someone finds comfort in one of those songs. Yeah. That makes me so, so happy. Like, I literally had people message me before being like, how you conveyed that message, I haven't heard someone say it in that way. Or I used to feel like I was alone in that, but you said it in that way. That makes me feel like it's so fine. It's so okay. So yeah, I do think it is needed for me to write from a place of honesty and authenticity. It's important for me to be authentic with myself, because even when I perform it, it's like I'm putting myself back in those shoes, not in a depressive way, but it's like, right, I really did go through that, you know. And although I'm not mourning the situation, sometimes I mourn who it is that I was and allowing myself to have accepted such a thing. But then the comfort comes from I'm no longer that person, and no one could ever treat me in that way again, you know. So
growth. So you're just documenting your growth, really.
Documenting my growth, but also kind of holding these people accountable in a very indirect way. But also, it's kind of like my final love letter to this person. I see it as I'm such a hopeless romantic. Like, I cared enough for you so much. And look, I wrote this beautiful song, which could have been a different sort of message. Could have been a love song. And here you are. But I still care so much for you that my goodbye is like this final song about you. And then I move on.
Beautiful goodbye. Would You Wait by Tamara Dos Santos, and she's in the studio with me, and we're going to do some quick fire questions now.
Do it.
Answer first things that comes to mind. Don't think about it too much.
Okay.
And just go with the flow.
Okay.
Okay. Describe your sound in one word.
Unique.
Nice. What's on repeat right now?
Jhené Aiko.
Ooh.
Blue Dream.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah. What's
the first album you ever bought?
Drake.
Which one?
Thank Me Later.
I love the concentration. If you could only listen to one genre for the rest of the time, what would it be?
R&B.
Nice. Album or playlist?
Album.
Yeah, we know that already.
Yeah.
Artist you'd love to see live?
I've seen all of them. I've seen everyone that I take concerts so seriously.
Same.
I actually went to Usher this year, and I just remembered today. Oh, how amazing was that?
I have to disagree.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because I was there for the nostalgia. I wasn't there to like see Usher Raymond.
Yeah, I was there for the nostalgia too. But then he played all his friggin' dance tracks.
Oh,
that all the
was
white
not
people
mad
were
at
bopping
that.
to. I was like,
what? Oh my God!
I hate that
honestly.
whole era of Usher can go in the bin.
I can't even be mad at him.
I was.
Usher,
and the cherry
Usher.
thing was so long.
But how good was it though?
Was it?
The lady if I remember correctly, there was a lady that was audacious with it.
But I wasn't there that day.
Oh, was you?
He was here for like a month.
Okay,
it was crazy.
He was. Yeah.
I was surprised how long the cherry thing was, because in my mind it was 2 little cherries.
Yeah.
One girl.
You're done.
It was like 20 girls.
Yeah.
I was sat in my seat like this.
Yeah.
Waiting. I was like,
low-key, I even had hope that he was going to come up to where I was.
There's no way.
Because that was like, Usher.
You would have taken the cherry.
I would have taken it from his hand.
Okay, I
you
was
know,
just
at
going
the
to
end
say, like,
he's
after all the girls
uncle.
lick
No, but
those
he's also-
fingers.
He's also nearly my mum's age. So respectfully,
Yeah,
it's
fair.
Uncle Usher. Hi, hello. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the cherry. I'll
Thank
take
you.
it like this.
Thanks. Yeah. I'll take it with my hand. I'm not putting it in my
I love that. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
that. So you've seen all the artists you want to see.
Yeah.
Okay, if we go people who have passed away, who would you want to see?
Michael Jackson.
Fair.
Yeah.
Always the answer. Always the right answer.
Yeah.
Then the next question is best concert you've ever been to.
Venna.
When was that?
That was 2 years ago, and I'm about to do it again this
Is he
year.
on tour?
Yeah.
Sometimes I miss these things.
Yeah. He's on
Is
tour.
it sold out?
I don't think so,
Okay,
you know.
cool,
I think
cool,
there
cool.
might still be a couple of London dates, but the reason why that was my favorite, I went on it solo. I love me a solo concert date to myself, and just the experience of, you know, not having any vocals, but just having the sonic sound and what he did with the lights. I think most recently, he is one of my favorites.
He's amazing.
He's
His
amazing.
New album is great.
Amazing. And I'm so proud. I mean, I've met him here and there. Can't say that I know him, but I'm so proud of him as someone who's watched his journey, being like, you go, Venna.
Yeah,
You
and he's
go.
doing something so different. Like
Yeah.
it's so hard to do what he's done
So successfully.
with what he does.
Yeah.
I'm doing a terrible job at this quick fire
No,
thing.
do it. Go.
Oh, I keep getting distracted by your good answers.
you.
What's your dream collaboration?
Venna.
Fair.
And Emil. Yeah, I'd love to only work with like London people. I think
I
the
get that.
cliche would be obviously like Drake, even Frank Ocean, Partner.
Yeah.
So I'd love to just be in the studio just to
Soak up.
absorb everything. But London wise, I'd love to work with Venna, Emil, Georgia Smith,
We have so many
Nux.
good artists
So
here in
many. I feel
England at
like
the moment. We're dominant.
give
In
it
my
5
opinion,
more
we're
years.
dominating.
Watch,
easily.
give it 5 more years. The stereotype of like R&B just belonging to the Americans will
R&B doesn't belong to them anymore.
Nah.
We've like easily this year especially
Yeah.
dominated.
Yeah.
The only one who's clocking it is Leon Thomas. He's collaborated
And
with
yet,
so many.
right, so smartly he came here because
He
what
knows
we've
what
got
he's
Sasha
doing.
Keeble, we've got K1,
K1.
we've got like Manelia, Odile, like we've got so
Bella.
many.
So many good
The
ones.
list is growing and growing and
Tamara
growing.
Dos Santos. Let's not
Use his
keep
name,
her off
period.
the list.
I mean, I won't
please.
say it.
Okay, let's get back to these apparently very slow fire questions. What's more important, the lyrics or the vibes?
The lyrics.
Really?
Yeah,
You're the first
100.
person who said lyrics.
100. This is how you get sucked into the Babylon. Sorry, not to even get too spiritual, but you got, because also is what really connects to the person. Like you can
you
hear a
think
nice
so?
melody. Yeah, for me,
I
that's what it
disagree.
is. No, really.
Because sometimes I listen to music and I don't even hear the lyrics. Like I hear the
Really?
lyrics, but I'm not acknowledging the lyrics. So I'm vibing to the rhythm, to the beat, to the production. They could be saying a madness sometimes.
Is
I would not
it?
notice.
Nah, for me, it's like something can be cute, but then the day that I clocked that they said something that resonates with me, that's when I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
And that's how I came to love, you know, Queen and all of these big old school bands. When I'm listening to their lyrics, that's when I'm like, and you know, Michael Jackson himself,
Yeah.
like, I want to make a change, you know, for once in his life. Like he was making real life music,
Yeah, of
and that's why I connected with him, because of the messages that he had to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah,
So,
I do. I know what you mean, but like on a day to day, I don't think I listen to lyrics intently.
Even that song, I just wanna be part of your symphony. That song only grabbed me because I like the lyrics. I was like,
That's
oh,
true.
actually, this is such a nice message.
Yeah, no, I get where you're coming from
Yeah.
fully, but I think people listen to music differently.
No, 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100.
Okay, last one. What's your music hot take?
Oh, this is such a good one, and I've always wanted to do a hot take. English is not the only language for us to listen to.
It's a good hot take. Not one that I abide to, unfortunately. I pretty much exclusively listen to English music.
I am being very, very, very non-factual when I'm saying this, because I'm even speaking. But there's so much good music out there
I
in
agree.
so many
I
different
agree.
languages. And just because it's not the coolest thing or whatever, it doesn't mean that it's not good, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's it. English is not the most dominant language. Guys, if you're bilingual, please make sure that you're incorporating your lyrics, your
That
culture
part.
into it.
So tell me what you have coming up for 2025, for the rest of 2025.
2025, we've got an amazing video coming out for my single I'm So Over You. And yeah, just more TDS on the socials, just more TDS all around. But yeah, the next big thing is I've got a single coming out in November, and we've got very cute videos coming out with it as well.
Nice. And where can people follow you, find you?
please find me on TikTok and on Instagram at officially TDS. Thank you very much. And yeah, that's pretty much my socials, officially TDS, and on Spotify and every other music platform as Tamara Dos Santos.
Lovely. Make sure you follow Tamara, her music, her socials, and everything, because she's going to be big soon. And you want to lock in now while she's still up and coming, that you are in the journey from the get-go.
Please.
We love to see it. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. What an honor.
Of course. And everyone, enjoy your weekend.